haven't done this in a while, so this actually feels good to do this. What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Oscino Fly back with another review. Hold on, there's a glare in my glasses. Hold on. We're gonna do this again. What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Oscino Fly back with another review, and this time we are reviewing. We need to talk about Cosby. God damn. Honestly, I did not want to come back on this type of review. I actually wanted to do something that was, telling you the truth, it was pretty stupid. It's like, and sooner or later, I'm going to get to those two stupid things. You will know when I drop them, and especially it's going to be bad timing since I'm going to be talking about this, but fuck it. Anyway, I'm just going to talk about them anyway. But for now, we need to talk about Cosby. This is a docu-series by W. Kamau Bell. If you don't know who the fuck he is, don't bother, because you're not going to know who he is after this. It's just some nigga with a camera that used to be a comedian that none of the black circus really know who the fuck he is. Damn, you can already sit. Damn, I'm already coming off bad. Anyway, this got docu-series. Obviously, we need to talk about Cosby's. Obviously, the docu-series about having this conversation about everything that happened with Bill Cosby's court case and everything that's going on. It also goes through the life of Bill Cosby-ish. But, we'll get to that later. Before we start, I want to say on this channel, I done defended Bill Cosby. On my other channel, I done defended Bill Cosby many a times. I do not think he sexually assaulted this woman. This video is not going to get monetized, and I don't feel like censoring myself. I don't think he sexually assaulted those women. I think everything he did was consensual. I said the only thing could probably get him on is infidelity, because he did cheat on his wife, and him supposed to be America's dad. Everybody looked at him as the standard of, having a good family. Now, before I even get to that, I want to say this. I am not for rape culture. I feel like whoever's going to be looking at this and going to be thinking just because I defended Bill Cosby for some reason, I am for rape culture. That is a false statement that I feel like a lot of people use to try to guilt people into saying Cosby is guilty. Just because I think Cosby did not do it does not mean I am for rape culture. I get sick of hearing that, because just because I have an opinion of someone else, and then a lot of people just cancel you. And then when you give them a formal and logical explanation of everything, people still kind of look at you as defending rape culture. First things first, and I've always said this, we need to define what rape culture is, because the problem with rape culture is that it's not the black and white areas, because anybody understand what rape is, and the whole thing about rape culture is sometimes it's never in the black and white where it takes place. It's in the gray area, and some people in that gray area, it differs and depends on how you feel about things, or how you feel about consent, or how you feel about even approaching a woman. Like, for some people, you approaching a woman as high as just you trying to be formal and introducing yourself. To other people, you walking up to a woman saying hi, that's sexual assault or rape culture, because she didn't want you to be, she didn't want you. And that's the gray area I feel like this whole Cosby case is. He's basically living the rest of his life in his home in Philadelphia, I think, or wherever he is, and yet we get this damn docu-series. Also, I want to just say this. If any of you ever been a victim of sexual assault or rape, or per se, I want you to go tell the nearest local authorities that you tell somebody. I want you to tell somebody. I understand that a lot of you women, because a lot of people say, why didn't you go to the police? And which is, a lot of people say, and some girl said this, that's rape culture. I said, no. I do not think that's rape culture, because that is the most logical. The thing is, especially because men, we say this all the time, we run on logic. We do not run on emotion, because if something happens to you, you got to go. We'll tell you to go to the local authorities. Men, and I want this to be sure. Men take rape seriously, and it's not the fact that we don't believe women. And I say this all the time. We take rape very seriously. It's not the fact that we don't believe women, or we're just not gonna. If you could tell somebody you raped them, that all of a sudden we're just gonna go gung ho. We need some evidence. We need some evidence. We need some background checks. We need something that can give us the hint, or even all you have to do is visually show us, or you're like, explain your actions to somebody, and all of a sudden we're gonna be like, oh, we need to get him the fuck up out of here. Cause I'm sick of all this when we tell you, oh, why do we do this, or we ask you the question. I understand that the woman is in like this kind of panic mode, and some people they're fight or flight. Some people are very fight or flight about this thing. So some people they'll tell the local authorities, in which I guess some of the women did, and some people they'll wait like 20 years, and after statutes of limitations are like over. It's like after statutes of limitations over. Like I said, this whole thing is on a gray area. With that being said, let's get to the docuseries. I feel like this docuseries was very biased. And it's very biased to the people who believe that Bill Cosby either sexually assaulted or raped him. Which, by the way, he'd never gone into court for rape. How can I say this? A lot of the people on there, including your Jamel Hills, your Godfrey, I'm not sure, but your Jamel Hills, your Roland Martins, Mark Lamont Hill, and people like that. You get those people, and I'm not with the exclusion of Jamel Hill, because I don't know, she never met him in person, but I know Mark Lamont Hill and Roland Martin had some like ties, had some type of beef with him or something that it involves with Bill Cosby. That's why Mark Lamont Hill was like all gung ho for it. So when I saw the people that they had on there, I was like, oh man, it's gonna feel like a hit piece. And most of it is. This is how 1, 2, and 3 of the docuseries is basically this. And you know what? Bill Cosby, he did all these great things, and he's doing all these great things for the black community. He was doing so much, he put so much in the black colleges, and then the other side is he raped me. He did this. He's just oh my God. When you look back at it, it's really creepy. When you do things, when he said things like that, it's very creepy. When you do that's very creepy. That's episodes 1, 2, and 3. It's at one point you're praising him, but even the praising is just like, wow, this man used to be my hero. And then it hits you with the whole, oh, what did Bill Cosby? Because he brings onto these women that tells their stories about Bill Cosby, and I'm gonna be honest with you, they all have the same story. It's like Bill Cosby say, here, take this. They take the drink, and then like they pass out, and then next thing you know, Bill Cosby tell them you got to leave. It's like I just saved y'all through 4 episodes of what it really is. They go through his history, and then they hit you with episode 4. That's when they just said that's the whole. Oh, we gonna hit you with the Bill Cosby sexual assault, sexual allegations. Like 3 is building up to that, but 4, that's when they go full on. Oh, he did it. Oh, he did this. Oh, he's a monster. Oh, he's a villain. He was so charming, but yet you would have never thought someone like this would do this. And then like even throughout, it was kind of like diminished their name, because everybody know that the colleges gave him. It's like he was all for education, but he got a GED. He was all for he's all about getting people an education. In which, why are you chastising him about that? The fact that he got a GED, or he never finished school or something like that. And he was, even though he was trying to get his PhD and doctorate and all that stuff, there was sometimes they'll throw jabs. It's like one of them dudes, he was just like, oh, the doctorate he got, that's like the G League. They ain't real doctors. It's just like, I'm playing the NBA, he playing the G Leagues and all that other stuff. It's just like, so those people like this, I'm sorry. It's like you get a lot of slick as, I don't want to say coonery, but it's some I will say it's some buck dancing in this shit. I love me some Jamel Hill, but even then it's just like, oh no, baby, oh no, what are you doing? Now it's like the other part is it's majority black people. You get one or two white women, telling the stories, and then you get your mulattoes and your light skinned black people telling you the stories, and then it doesn't go no further. Even though Beverly Johnson is darker than most of them, she's not on there. But only two people from Cosby shows. One, the guy that played Denise's husband, I can't remember his name, and Dougie Doug, which was on Cosby, which was the show after. The show after where he was Hilton Lucas. I think anybody who knows about that knows about that. Now, don't get me wrong, they did get actors from the Cosby Show, but they was on a couple one-off episodes. One was a cop in one of the later episodes. The other one, she was this pregnant drink. And those are the two people. Those are the two people you won't know if they was ever on the Cosby Show until they show you them on the Cosby Show. So you get that. Now, episode 4, if you was on, by the time you get to episode 4, if you one of those people that was in the middle, it's I don't know if he did or not, episode 4 is going to really persuade you that, oh no, this is a motherfucking monster.
Lately I've been.
And the worst part is they brought black women into it. Now, I know that one third of the Cosby's accusers were white and all that other stuff, but it was just black women it's because they hit you with everything, that the black women not being protected, no one shows love for the black woman, even though they start all these marches and all that other stuff, which I don't disagree with. Do I think there's reasons and behind things why everybody says things and all that stuff, even when they was talking about rape culture and all that stuff, because they had the things with Barbara Walter and they have this thing with Barbara Walter, and I guess she was doing the Playboy and the bunny, and the guy was like, I like seeing you in that bunny costume. I don't think, now, when I looked at it, okay, and this is one of those things where it's just I'm not one of those dudes, I swear to God, I'm not one of those boys will be boys. Because I feel like boys will be boys is only delegated to boys. When you're men, you move how men move and all that stuff. So some shit that, you do as a child and all that stuff you growing up. But I don't think what that dude said was creepy. And then they showed another dude who's just oh, I like a girl. And he said, I like a girl in Victoria's Secret. I'm he's a man. It's people want to delegate it. Now, rape, don't give me, this is what I need to tell people, what is rape culture, because what sometimes, and this is, bear me when I get to this, because even talk about this, I was I know some people get triggered, but if you just get it from one side, a lot of things was going to look like rape culture when it's not really rape culture. And oh my God, they said, and the things that they was giving to you, that they was trying to sell you, was rape culture. I was I don't know. It's just one of those things where I'm just looking at it. It's damn. It's look, men, and I said, how can I say this without trying to contradict myself? But men like what we like, but that doesn't mean that doesn't really consider it rape culture. If a man tell you he like a woman in Victoria's Secret, that's not rape culture. Or I don't know why you personify that as rape culture. And that was kind of one of the problems. I said, as soon as I got there, and then I said, all they need to do is bring in a black woman. They brought the black woman in there, and I said, oh man, he hit his targets. Do not get me wrong. I like seeing my black women protected. I don't want to cause I don't want no harm caused to no black woman. I don't want anybody to feel like they can't speak out. Even even though me as a man, if I invade your space, I would like you to please let me know. And if I did something, it's if that you felt like it was uncomfortable, it's I would rather you tell me, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll keep it in mind next time. You don't like that? Alright, I'll keep it in mind. I've always tried to be, and this is a personal thing. It's cause I know me 20 years ago, it's not the me now. So it's just like the me now is, you know, always try to better yourself. You know, I don't, like, if I was, like, if me at 15, and I'll be honest, I was one of them dudes, they play grab ass all the fucking time. Now, I don't even want to be near a woman unless I know she's comfortable around me. That's evolution. That's me growing as a man. So if you're gonna still chastise me for being the 15-year-old grab ass looking nigga, and now to someone that I don't even want to have a conversation with you unless you're comfortable. Because if you're uncomfortable around me, I'm not gonna be near you because I don't want none of this shit. You know, helps you and me. That's the type of person I am. If you say, hey, doing that makes me uncomfortable, fine. It's like, but overall, and without spoiling anything, I really sat there. Was I triggered? No. Was I angry?
Lately, I've been
no. But I watched a lot of things that I was like, wow, this thing can be very manipulative. Because even the women telling their stories is just like, damn. It's like, now,
lately, I've been
like I said, I'm not, because this is getting hard. Now, I will repeat myself. If you are a victim of rape or sexual assault, I would rather you go to the local authorities. I understand, like, a lot of people, look, as long as you got that proof, I keep telling people, as long as you got proof, there's somebody there that will listen to you, someone there that will listen to your story, and there will be someone there that will try to protect you. I'd rather you get your story out, because a lot of people say that, because a lot of people have this thing is just like, I know they're scared, but I also tell people, okay, you not telling people that dude's a rape, he is going to go and try that to another chick, and it can either get worse, or, you know, it can go worse for her. It's like, you could be a survivor. That person did it. That's why I tell women to speak out. I understand that a lot of people, and which also, they put Janice Dickinson in there, and she lied. I want to make this clear. Some of those women lied. Most of them stuff Cosby wasn't even there for. Most of those women was trying to get a check, and they never discussed that a lot of those people lied. They put Janice Dickinson in there a couple times. She fucking lied. Beverly Johnson changed her fucking story, and I don't care what anybody says. Whether you think it's rape culture or not, I'm going to ask questions. What was you doing there? And this the part that's going to get me in trouble a lot, especially with the women. I'm one of those dudes. Yes. What was you doing there? What was you doing there? Why was you doing there? It's like, because and women, you want to know why men ask these things? Because, like we say, we are visual creatures. Maybe it's like, I understand not all men is going to jump on you, and the perfect man, no man is not going to touch you. But in some instances, like, baby, like, you're wearing this sexy red dress, it's gonna catch a man's eye. And do you really want that attention? No. So that's why men ask these questions. It's not even the fact that we making you feel worse than yourself, but there is accountability, and this is what a lot of men say. I don't blame you for getting it. I don't blame no woman for getting raped. But when you niggas hear stories, and it's like, what is you doing? It's like, what was you doing taking pills from a man you don't know? Even if he did do it, what is you doing taking pills from a man you don't know? Then your mom, it's like, because I know your moms be teaching you, like, I understand not everybody gets the formal teaching, but you do. I feel like there are still basics of your parents telling you this shit. Like, don't take candy from strangers. Or it's like, if you see somebody, if somebody comes up to you, yell stranger danger, or, you know, don't open the door for anybody and all that stuff. It's just like, if it's like, and I also had the problem because I feel like now, what happened then, they was trying to convict them on laws that was established now. And I said, that's not fair. And honestly, that is not fair. No matter if you think he did it or not, that is not fair. Especially if it happened in the fucking 70s, in the 60s, and all that other stuff. And it's like, we know that black men has been lied on. We know that black men has been lied on. As far as you know, as far as you know that I know, Bill Cosby's legacy is tarnished. I feel like when he got home from prison, that should have been it. Let him live out his peace. You don't hear from him no more. That man is just like, I don't know if he's going on tour anymore. He's 80 years old. He's almost 90 years old. He's blind now. Let him live his life off with his wife. And, he was left alone. I don't even feel like this docuseries was needed. I mean, his legacy is already tarnished. It's just like, I don't want to, it's like nobody really asked for this. Did anybody ask for this? Then that's what a lot of people have a problem. It's just like, why are you doing this? No one asked for this. It's just like, and most of all, he's an innocent man. He was acquitted. Now, whether how y'all feel about the deposition or not, he never admitted to drugging nobody. So, but like I said, all of it's hearsay. None of us wasn't there. We can only get by with what the people say. And I feel like this docuseries really, really, really tried to fuck Bill over one last time. And which is sad because it came from a brother man who, in his words, Bill Cosby was like a hero to him. It was like, and then you had Gloria Allred or Lisa Bloom or whoever the fuck that was, who is known for just putting black men in jail. It's just one of those things where it's just like, this is why a couple people been calling him a sellout. So in my conclusion, yeah, this shit is a hit piece. It is a straight up hit piece. It is to tarnish, just like Surviving R. Kelly. And I thought R. Kelly did the shit, but it's just like Surviving R. Kelly. Overall, it was a hit piece, and I'm going to be looking at this as a hit piece. Watch it at your own risk. I'm also tell you that. Watch it at your own risk, because there are things that's going to trigger you, whether you was for Bill Cosby or against Bill Cosby. Some things in there are going to trigger you to a point where you're not gonna. It's going to like. But at the same time, everything in there is some shit you either knew, or even if you didn't know, you knew a little bit about it. Conversation. I don't think this documentary was set up to a point where you have your side, you have your side. You don't think he did it, that's fine. You think he did it, that's fine. It's not one of those. It's, oh, he did it, and you're a monster to think he didn't do it. That's basically the whole docuseries. If y'all watched it, let me know what y'all think. I still got other reviews I gotta do, but I just wanted to knock this one out. I have a lot of things in store for this channel that I want to get into, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to get into them this year. So stay tuned for that. Till then, my name is Oscino and I'm out. Peace.